In the heart of the African savannah lay the Kingdom of Zorani, a land of breathtaking beauty and deep-rooted traditions. Rolling golden plains stretched as far as the eye could see, bordered by lush forests and majestic mountains that shimmered under the sun. The people of Zorani lived in harmony with their land, their homes crafted from clay and adorned with vibrant patterns that told the stories of their ancestors. At the kingdom's centre stood a grand palace, its walls painted in rich ochres and earthy reds, with intricate carvings that reflected the Zorani people's artistry. It was here that King Zuberi ruled with wisdom and strength, upholding the values of his forebears while steering his people through the complexities of their beliefs. The kingdom was steeped in spirituality, with sacred rituals held to honor the spirits of the land, rivers, and skies. Among these, the Forbidden River held a place of mystery and fear. Though its waters sparkled like liquid diamonds, no one dared approach it, for it was said to be cursed, a place where the cries of the past echoed and where no one ventured without consequence. Despite the kingdom's unity, whispers of old legends lingered like shadows, ready to resurface when fate called. And so, the tale of Zorani's Forbidden River became entwined with its people's destiny, waiting for the moment when its secrets would rise to the surface once more. Prince Maliki stood at the edge of the Forbidden River, his royal robe of vibrant Kente fabric catching the breeze. His father's warnings echoed in his mind, but curiosity tugged at him. This river, with its shimmering waters and mysterious aura, held secrets no one dared to uncover. The village whispered of the river's curse, a tale of a young woman named Nia who had once thrown herself into its depths after being shamed for a pregnancy no one could explain. They said her spirit lingered, crying for justice for the child lost in the waters. Malachi knelt by the riverbank, mesmerized by its quiet allure. "It's just a story," he muttered to himself, stepping into the cool water. As his feet touched the riverbed, a strange silence fell over the forest. The usual chirping of birds and rustling of leaves ceased, replaced by an eerie stillness. Malachi felt an odd warmth in his belly, as though the river had reached inside him. Dismissing it as nerves, he dove deeper into the water, chasing after the faint glow he thought he saw beneath the surface. Days passed, and Malachi felt different. His appetite changed, his body ached, and to his horror, his abdomen began to swell. He hid his condition, afraid of the whispers that might arise in the palace. When he could no longer bear the changes, he sought out Mama Jalia, the village elder and spiritual advisor. Draped in layers of intricately patterned cloth, her presence exuded wisdom. When she saw Malachi, her eyes widened in shock. "Prince Malachi," she gasped, "you've awakened the spirit of Naya." "The curse, it's true." She told him the tale of Naya, a young woman whose pregnancy had scandalized the village generations ago. Accused of consorting with a demon when she could not name the father, Nia was shamed relentlessly by her parents and community. Desperate and broken, she had thrown herself into the river. Villagers claimed to hear a baby's cries beneath the water soon after, but no one dared approach, believing the child to be the devil's offspring. The river had been feared ever since, and Naya's spirit, they believed, sought vengeance on those who wronged her. Malachi's condition became impossible to hide. Gossip spread through the village like wildfire, the news of the prince's mysterious pregnancy, leaving the people both horrified and fascinated. Dressed in vibrant traditional attire, the villagers gathered in the market square, their voices rising in anxious debate. "What shame has this brought upon our kingdom?" one woman cried. "The spirit of Nia demands justice. The prince must be sacrificed to end this curse," another declared. King Zuberi, burdened by his people's demands, paced in his throne room. His golden robe, adorned with intricate beadwork, seemed heavier than usual. Mama Jalia begged him to protect his son, reminding him of the sins of the past. "Your Majesty," she pleaded, "you cannot repeat what was done to Naya." Judgment only brings more pain. But the villagers' chants grew louder, their fear turning to anger. Sacrifice him! Sacrifice him! They cried, holding torches as they marched toward the palace. Unable to withstand the pressure, King Zuberi made the heartbreaking decision to appease his people. Malachi, dressed in his royal garments, was led to the river under the watchful eyes of the villagers. The moonlight cast an ethereal glow on the scene as they chanted prayers for the curse to be lifted. The moment Malachi was thrown into the river, the waters erupted. Waves crashed violently, and a ghostly figure emerged. It was Naya, her form glowing with a spiritual light, her garments flowing as if woven from the river itself. Her voice, filled with both pain and power, silenced the crowd. "You cast me into these waters for carrying life," she said, her eyes piercing through the villagers. "You called my child a curse and left me to suffer. Now you do the same to this innocent boy. Have you learned nothing?" The villagers fell to their knees, trembling in fear and guilt. Mama Jalia stepped forward, her voice shaking. "Nya," she whispered, "forgive us. I have lived with the weight of this truth for years. I am your daughter. My father was too ashamed to claim me, and my mother's pain cursed us all. Please, end this suffering." Naya's expression softened, her spiritual form glowing brighter. She raised her hands, and the waters calmed. "To heal this curse, you must honor the life you once rejected. Build a sanctuary here, not of fear, but of love and remembrance. Only then will the river flow peacefully again." The villagers performed a ritual of reconciliation, laying offerings of flowers, handcrafted ornaments, and heartfelt prayers into the water. As the offerings floated away, Naya embraced Malachi and disappeared into the depths of the river. Malachi emerged, his body returning to normal, and the curse lifted. In the days that followed, the village transformed the forbidden river into a place of reverence.
A gibber was built, adorned with carvings of Naya and her child. Malachi, now crowned king, wore a robe of brilliant gold and crimson, symbolizing redemption and jabber. His first decree was to ensure that no one would ever be gibber for carrying life, no matter the circumstances. The river flowed jabber, its waters clear and shimmering under the sun. And though Naya's spirit was no longer seen, her presence was felt in the gentle ripples and soft breeze that carried the villagers' gibber of forgiveness and love.